what are the forces that are operating here that contribute to really a lack of women in games in general? And I'd say first is the masculinist culture of gameplay, that the default presumption of player is a he. So why are there so few women in the games industry, and why don't they want to go there? Well, it seems a little disingenuous to ask that question when we dig a little deeper. The first one, I think, is outright misogynistic. The second presumes that women don't code. And the third supposes that women might code, but you should leave that feminist whore out so that they don't find it. But what I think is most important to note here is a kind of neoliberal tolerance for misogyny and violence that pervades kind of game culture at these different levels. So in our research, which is now in its 7th year, running video games clubs for grades 5, 6, and 7 students in the Greater Toronto area, we found that when we changed the context of play, with all girls playing together, mentored by women, young women who are near peers, that actually we produced very different results than the people who kept saying, this is what they like. So I want to say that it's not acceptable to keep finding out facts about girls and women and repeat the same kinds of generalizations that have been produced over the past 2 decades. We need to be finding things that surprise us in our research so that we can be confident that the work that we were actually doing is making a difference. So under the guise of this new project, Feminists in Games, we are seeking to basically change the gender order and change the story here, inventing equity, which, because it doesn't yet exist, will never, ever be discovered. We're not going to go out and find, oh, look, all these women are in game design courses. We actually have to do something about it. And I would argue it's really time for us for some new tricks. Thanks.